The first time Michael shined the flashlight, he didn't think anyone would notice. He was just a janitor, or at least that was the label everyone gave him, and he had always been careful to stay invisible, quiet in the corners, mopping floors and fixing leaky faucets in the private school where the world's wealthiest families sent their children. But that night, when the last of the staff had gone home and silence settled over the wide marble hallways, he noticed something unusual. A small girl sat on the edge of the stage in the empty auditorium, her head tilted toward the sound of her mother's heels clicking angrily on the floor. Her mother was Evelyn Lockhart, the woman who practically owned half the city. Blonde hair wrapped in a tight bun, tailored suit, voice like glass, sharp and beautiful but impossible to touch without getting cut. People whispered when she passed. Some feared her, others admired her. Michael didn't know her except from a distance, but he knew power when he saw it. The girl beside her, though, was different. She was maybe 8 or 9, with long brown hair and a pair of dark sunglasses she wore even inside the dim hall. She held a white cane loosely, tapping it nervously against the stage steps. Michael realized then what he had overheard once in the teacher's lounge. Evelyn Lockhart's daughter, Grace, was blind. "Come along," Evelyn snapped that evening, her voice echoing through the empty hall. "You've had enough wandering for today. You're going to trip, and I don't have time to wait for another accident." The girl didn't move. She just sat there, face turned upward, as if trying to feel the faint glow of the emergency light above. Something about the stillness in her body made Michael pause. He had been sweeping nearby, but now he stopped. He reached into his pocket, pulled out the small flashlight he always carried, an old habit from years fixing broken pipes in dark basements, and flicked it on. The beam wasn't bright, just a little silver ribbon of light cutting across the floor. He moved it slowly, cautiously, letting it reflect off the polished tiles. Grace's head shifted, her lips parted slightly. She turned toward the light, following it. Michael froze. She was seeing something. Not the way others saw, but somehow, she noticed. He moved the beam again, this time across the steps in front of her. Her cane tapped forward, perfectly in rhythm with where the light moved. Step by step, she began to descend. Her mother spun, heels clicking hard against the floor. Evelyn's eyes narrowed. "What are you doing?" she demanded, her voice slicing through the air like a whip. Michael fumbled, turned off the flashlight immediately, and stepped back. "I was just trying to help her down the steps." Evelyn's gaze hardened. "With a light? Are you mocking her? Do you think she can see?" "No, Mom," Michael stammered, his throat dry. She turned her head. She followed it. Grace stood frozen halfway down the steps. She clutched her cane, lips pressed together, silent. "Enough," Evelyn snapped. She marched forward, grabbed her daughter's hand, and pulled her down the remaining steps. Then she turned on Michael with cold fury. "You're dismissed," she said flatly. "Pack your things. You're finished here." Michael's chest sank. It wasn't the first job he had lost in his life, but something about the way Grace's head had tilted toward that light haunted him even as Evelyn dragged her out of the hall. That should have been the end of it, but it wasn't, because Grace had felt something that no one else had, and Michaela, just a janitor, invisible to most, had seen what no one else dared to believe.